Elon Musk was bullied on his live stream where he was gaming and was on the verge of tears when all of these trolls started to attack him. And the Daily Beast wrote here, the Elon Musk rage quits live stream after being cyberbullied by gamers. And the billionaires are not doing well right now because of Donald Trump and his tariffs. And I also have video of Eric Erickson, a conservative radio host, attacking Trump and his tariffs, because none of this is going to work out well for anyone. Maybe not even for Donald Trump. Here's Eric Erickson. Now, this is a little bit longer, but I think you should watch all of it because it is stunning to see that the second that these people get pain from the things that Donald Trump said he was going to do, Eric Erickson and the rest of MAGA start to criticize Donald Trump.
I am so unbelievably frustrated with the level of intellectual dishonesty of so many people on the right. When I see these guys out there who, when the stock market fell when Joe Biden was president by 1% or 2%, blasting Joe Biden, and now the stock market is back to where it was in 2023. They're like, it's no big deal. It's all digital. It's all fake. Screw your retirement. You don't need to retire anyway. This is good for us. The level of mendacity and dishonesty, the number of people who circulated a Larry Fink from BlackRock today, quote, saying it was a buying opportunity, and they deleted the part that it's a buying opportunity after he expects the stock market to fall another 20% because we're in a recession and it's going to get worse. I find that level of mendacity and lying and dishonesty to be utterly appalling, particularly among people you would think would show a modicum of intellectual honesty just for the sake of consistency, but they've got no shame. It's propaganda. You may disagree with me, but don't ever think I'm not telling you something that I don't believe. I always tell you what I believe and what I think, and I can be wrong, and I have a very good record of telling you when I am wrong. What I find so frustrating, though, are the number of people who like to point out when I've been wrong who never, ever will admit they're wrong. In fact, what I suspect is going to happen is we are going to have a recession, and I suspect when we get into the recession and it becomes real and apparent, people who said we're not going to have a recession will deny that the recession is because of the tariffs. Everything that's happening is predictable, and when those predictions happen, people instead decide it's some sort of conspiracy. It's some sort of great conspiracy. The globalists are conspiring to hurt Donald Trump. No, what's happening and playing out is exactly what everyone predicted would play out if you imposed tariffs. It's not some sort of conspiracy.
And as this New York Times reporter says, that folks really need to ignore loud chest beating on Twitter and look for stories from retirees whose lives are getting decimated immediately from this trade war, because this is happening more and more. My parents recently retired and are living on a fixed income as tariff tax shock decimates their 401k. Money saved patiently for 40 years. They are canceling a planned vacation to the Midwest this summer and are no longer planning on buying a new car. I actually had to get, I was waiting for this car that I wanted, and I actually had to go and get a car that I didn't like as much because I didn't want to have to pay a goddamn 25% Trump tax on a car. So yeah, this is definitely impacting the way people live and their spending decisions. I can attest to that personally. Ironically, they wanted one that is mostly American made. On top of this, they worry that Trump's next move will be to unleash Musk to get Social Security, having seen J.D. Vance lay the groundwork by calling it a scam. They have no choice but to hunker down now and reduce spending, money that would have flowed mainly to Americans. It's so sad how all this pain was an unforced error from the administration, a sucker punch to so many Americans. I guess it was an unforced error because it didn't have to happen. But the unforced error was when 77 million Americans voted for Donald Trump when he said, this is what he wants to do. Y'all voted for this. This is what he said he was going to do. I don't feel responsible one bit. I try to tell everyone about the tariffs. I don't feel responsible one bit. But the 77 million of you who either didn't believe him, didn't take the time to learn what a tariff is, or 3, actually thought it would be a good idea when all the evidence suggested otherwise. All right, well, this is what you get. And I don't know if these people voted for Trump, but 77 million of you did, and 90 million of you didn't vote at all. So this is kind of what you get. Oops, I just dropped something. And there's a picture of Donald Trump working the assembly lines that he wants to enact. Yeah, I guess it's funny. Midas Touch points out that Donald Trump, as the tariffs get higher and the stock markets get lower, Donald Trump gets more and more orange, and his hand gets paler and paler. And then let's get to this, the end story. Elon Musk rage quits over a live stream after being cyberbullied by gamers. Elon Musk rage quit a live stream of the video game Path of Exile 2 on Saturday night after repeatedly dying while also being ruthlessly cyberbullied in the chat. The richest man in the world has the emotional emotional what? Of a 12-year-old? Emotional. Fuck, what was the word? The emotional. Yes, the richest man in the world has the emotional capacity of a 13-year-old quitting a game after dying too much. I've got a video of that coming up right now. But what these people are saying, I want to make sure that you know what they're saying before you see it. They say things like first off, the name is Elon is a pedophile. Elon Musk is pathetic. Saying things like, you have no friends and you will die alone. You will always feel insecure. It will never go away. Elon, it's me, Ashley St. Clair. I have no other means of contacting you, so I bought a PoE2 early access. Please pay your child support. Thank you, Elon. Yeah. And so we're going to end with this video because, sometimes bullying works. And sometimes it's okay. And I think in this instance, both are true.
Anyone spamming the chat will get lost connection. Connection lost.